Right. Let's dive right in today.
Right.
We're going to be taking a look at like a UGC creator on Fiverr. His name is Siddharth. And Fiverr, I think most people probably know what that is, but it's like a platform
Yeah.
where it's like a marketplace.
Businesses can go to find freelancers
Right.
to do all sorts of
Right.
services.
Yeah, and anything you can imagine almost.
Yeah.
Like you need a logo designed, you need a website built, or you need a video created.
Right.
You can find somebody on Fiverr to do it. And the really cool thing about Siddharth is he's actually a Fiverr pro.
Oh, okay.
So he's been hand selected by Fiverr. They have this program where they like really vet the best of the best on the platform.
He's looked at his stuff and they're like, yeah, this guy's
Exactly.
Nick.
Yeah, top-notch skills, tons of experience. And that's really what Fiverr Pro is all about. It's like a stamp of approval. So you know you're getting somebody who's really, really good at what they do.
So I guess the real question is then what does he do? Like, what does Siddharth actually make? So he's a UGC creator. And UGC stands for user-generated content. It's become a really big buzzword in marketing these days.
Right.
But essentially what it means is he creates videos for brands to use on social media. And, a lot of times these are like really authentic, relatable videos. Think of like the reels you see on Instagram.
Okay.
Or the TikToks you see, or even YouTube shorts. And those tend to perform really well because
They feel real.
They feel real, yeah. They're not like, some super polished corporate ad. It's like coming from a real person.
Right. It's like I'm getting a recommendation from a friend.
Exactly.
Okay, so I get UGC, I get why it's important, but like what makes this guy special? What makes Siddharth's work stand out? Because there's a lot of people doing it.
Right. Well, his videos are actually, they've shown to be like 40% more likely to perform.
Oh, wow.
Compared to just your average video. So that's a big difference, right?
That's huge.
Yeah. And we took a little bit of a deeper look into his kind of like who he is and what he does. And one of the things that stood out was that he's really honed in on a specific niche.
Okay.
He focuses on tech and gaming, and he's really targeting a specific audience male between the ages of 25 and 34.
So that's probably why he's so good then, if he's really focused in on like a micro niche like that.
Right. I mean, it's smart, right? Because he knows exactly who he's talking to and he knows what kind of content they're going to respond to.
So he's not just making content, he's making content that's targeted at a very specific group. Okay, so now let's get into like what kind of videos he's actually making. I know he's doing UGC. I know it's in this tech and gaming niche.
Oh, right.
But like, give me some examples.
Yeah, so he's got a few different styles that he uses. One of the big ones is how-to videos.
Okay.
So, you can imagine him like unboxing a new gadget, showing you how to use it.
Yeah.
All the different features. He also does like Q&A sessions. So he'll, take common questions that people have about a certain game or a certain piece of technology.
Okay.
And he'll just like address those and give you tips and tricks. And then another one he does is kind of like a podcast style video.
Okay.
So it's a little bit more conversational.
Yeah.
It's not as like, in your face salesy.
Yeah.
It's just like two people talking about a subject.
I mean, that's super smart because not only does it keep things fresh for his audience,
right,
but it lets him flex different muscles,
Absolutely.
show off all the different stuff he can do. Now, in his kind of like About Me section on Fiverr, it says he has a company called Genie Media, and their tagline is, content that resonates, creators who deliver.
I love that.
What do you think about that?
I think it's great. I mean, it really speaks to like how creators today are thinking more like brands themselves, right? It's not just about like, I'm a freelancer and I'm doing gigs here and there. It's like, no, I'm building a business. I have a brand.
And this is what I stand for.
Exactly. And this is the kind of work I do. And, having that kind of clear message is so important, especially in the digital space where it's so crowded.
You need something to stand out.
Exactly.
And to be memorable. So speaking of identity, we know Siddharth is based in Pakistan.
Right.
And he's been a Fiverr member since September 2015.
Wow.
That's a long time.
That's a long time, yeah.
And his average response time to clients on the platform is like an hour, which is pretty impressive.
Very impressive.
And he speaks Hindi, Urdu, English, and Punjabi.
Oh, wow.
So what do you make of all of that?
I mean, I think it really highlights the kind of global nature of freelancing these days.
Right.
You have someone in Pakistan creating content for brands that could be anywhere in the world. And it's just like, it's amazing how technology has broken down those barriers and allowed people to connect and collaborate.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't matter where you are anymore. And that response time, that just speaks volumes about his professionalism and dedication.
Absolutely. Clients want to know that you're responsive, that you're on top of things, especially in this, fast-paced world of digital content.
Right. If you're going to miss a deadline, you got to let people know as soon as possible.
Exactly.
So, well, I think we've really uncovered some interesting stuff here about Serharth.
Yeah.
And what makes him a successful UGC creator. He's focused in on a niche. He makes different types of content. He understands branding.
Right.
He's got great communication with clients.
Absolutely. It really makes you think, as this demand for UGC keeps growing, how is this going to shape the future of marketing and advertising?
Right. Are we going to see
even more brands turning to creators like Serharth to really connect with their audiences in a more genuine way?
What does that mean for big advertising agencies? Are they going to start hiring a bunch of these people?
Yeah. Are they going to have to adapt? It's fascinating to think about.
Yeah, that's really interesting. And it's something I think everyone listening should be thinking about too, because this is the future.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, lots to ponder.
Lots to think about. Well, thanks for joining us for this deep dive, and we will see you next time.
See you later.
Bye.